Hi guys, hope you all are having a great day today. It is beautiful here in Maryland, Zone 7A. It is about 50 degrees, the sun is shining, there is a cool breeze, the leaves are falling, the autumn colors are here, and we are outside today working on a few random projects. So I'm still taking it a little bit easy from fracturing my toe. So I just wanted to come outside, get in the sunshine a little bit, and get a few more things checked off my checklist. So let me show you what we've got going on today. So I've got an assortment of plants over here that I'd like to try and get as many in the ground as I can. I've got the white ones, Veronica, over here. These were originally from the clearance rack video earlier this year, and they've been sitting in their containers. I've cut them back twice. I've got some Serendipity Allium that I'd like to probably divide and just kind of dot around the butterfly garden. I have a Beyond Pinked Caryopteris that I may try and shove it somewhere in the butterfly garden. If not, I may just pot it up for the winter. We have Shui over here. What is it, Shoo Shoo? He sees, oh, he hears the dog next door. Do you hear Freddie? I have the last of the Vanilla Spice Summer Sweets that has pretty much done its autumn show and is now just letting its leaves drop. And then over here, I have this little tiny dwarf pine. Let me show you this. It's from Isley Nurseries. It is a Jean's Dilly Alberta spruce. I said pine, spruce. And this is another dwarf variety too. It grows 3 feet high and only 1 foot wide. So I'm trying to think of where I'd like to put this. I'm not sure, but you can see this was a clearance rack find too, and it has a little bit of damage over here, but I think it'll be fine. It probably just needs one season to get acclimated. And then over here I've got some Monarda. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out where I want to kind of put all of these plants. While I'm thinking of where I want to place everything, I would also like to harvest a little bit more of the mint before the frost takes it all. And then we have all these peppers, jalapenos, Trinidad scorpions, chilies that I'd like to harvest as well, along with the batch of lettuce that we planted a few weeks ago. Look how big it's gotten, and it's starting to get a little floppy. So I would like to probably just clear this whole thing out and just keep what I can and maybe put something else in here for the winter. Not sure yet. But I think we're gonna start with this project. So somebody was giving away these 4 metal plant stands, and Mo brought them home, and they're in really good condition. All they need is a couple coats of spray paint and they'll be good as new. Pretty much exactly like what we did in the plant stand rejuvenation video. So I'm going to grab my spray paint and get to work on the plant stands, and then while the paint dries, I will get to work on harvesting the lettuce and the peppers, and then hopefully when those are done, I'll have figured out where I want to put some of these plants behind me. All right guys, here we go. And this is the spray paint that I'll be using. So I got the first coat of paint on the plant stands, and while it's drying, I'm going to harvest some peppers, lettuce, and mint. finished harvesting everything and I went over and added a second coat of paint to the plant stands. Now I want to show you what we harvested. Here's our haul for today. I've got 9 or 10 of the jalapeno peppers, and these are a good size. And then we've got about 7 or 8 Trinidad scorpions, and these have some pretty good heat to them. And then we have a handful of the super chilies, which Mo likes a lot because these have a pretty intense heat factor to them. I enjoy them too, but just a little bit. And then we have a big, huge bunch of mint leaves that most likely I'm going to take inside, rinse them all off, and then dry them because we do use dried mint leaves a lot for sweet tea and hot tea. And then I've got this big, huge strainer basket full of all the Butter Crunch lettuce. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it inside, I'm going to inspect it all, get rid of any yellow or damaged or wilted leaves. And then what I like to do is chop it up, put it in the salad spinner, rinse it off, dry it, and then I put it in Ziploc bags and put it in the fridge. And that way, anytime we want salad or like some shredded lettuce for sandwiches, we can just go in and grab it and it's ready to go. And it lasts like a week and a half in there. So yeah, that should be good. But it's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, there's a wilted one. So now we're going to move on to planting, and I want to start in the front flower bed, replacing the Agastache. Let me show you what I've got in mind. So this was the meant to be Queen Nectarine Agastache, and I'm not sure what exactly happened to it. It just ended up shriveling up and dying, and it's really weird because the one on the other side of the bed is beautiful, and this one just kind of fizzled. Like the branches are just brittle. So I think I'm gonna, let me take it out. Let's get rid of it now. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it just kind of broke off. I don't know. Weird. Anyways, I think I'm going to replace it with this, the little dwarf euonymus. So I think it's going to be a nice little pop of color and it'll last through the winter. It's an evergreen, so I think it'll just look really pretty right there. All right, let's get this planted. Also, I'm out of Biotone starter fertilizer, so I'm just going to use some Hollytone because that's what I have on hand and it'll be just fine. All right, got it in the ground. One down, a few more to go. All right, guys, I got as much planted as my foot would allow. So I'm gonna just take you around real quick and show you everything that we did today and where we planted what. All right, so we'll start over here in the corner by the retaining wall where the Z is. And this is where I planted the Jeans Dilly Alberta spruce. And this is a very compact dwarf little tree. It only gets 3 feet tall and 1 foot wide. So I've got it spaced about 7, 8 inches from all sides of the fence. And the fence is 3 feet. So if it stays true to tag, it should pretty much fill in this little corner right here and just come right up to the fence, the top of the fence, which I think would be just the perfect little Christmas tree evergreen right here. And this tree is cold hardy down to -30. It does want full sun. And this spot right here, it gets full morning sun and some afternoon sun. So I'm gonna just try it here and see if it's kind of happy here. If not, I can easily dig it up and move it somewhere else. But I think it'll be okay here. And then right over here, we've got our 4 plant stands right here, and I've got them with 2 coats of spray paint, and I'm just gonna leave them here in the sun and let them dry and cure a little bit more, and then I'll just take them inside. But they turned out really nice. I mean, 2 coats of spray paint and they look practically brand new. So, you know, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And then right over here are all of our peppers. That's the super chili. That is the Trinidad scorpion, and this is the jalapeno. And we harvested everything that was ready. And there's a few peppers left on each of them. And I'm just gonna kind of see what they do for the rest of the season, if they're gonna ripen and mature, or if the frost or the cold weather is gonna take them. And I did come in and harvest a bunch more mint from this mint plant, which we're going to use for sweet tea and hot tea, because I am just going to go in and dry it. But it still has a pretty full canopy, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it and harvest as much as I can from it. And right at the top of the kitchen steps, this is where our lettuce was, and we pretty much cleaned it all out. So I may plant something in here or just use this to overwinter a shrub. I'm not sure yet. And over here in the butterfly garden, I added 4 of the white wands veronicas, and these get 16 to 20 inches tall. They're hardy down to a -30. They are deer resistant, and the pollinators love them. They don't really look like much right now because we're pretty much at the end of the season, and I have cut these back twice already, and they have flushed out 2 sets of blooms, and the bees and the butterflies just flock to them. So these are a pollinator magnet. And right over here, I've got the Caryopteris, which I couldn't decide if I liked it here or not. I know it looks kind of like close to these 2 evergreens, but these will take a couple years to bulk out. And I thought maybe I could just put this right here for now and let it sit here for like a year and just kind of do its thing, and the pollinators would love it. But I'm a little undecided, so I'm just going to leave it here for a couple days, and if I decide it's going to go in there, then I'll just plant it real quick. I did try to add 1 more veronica right here, but I hit a giant tree root from the crepe myrtle, so I kind of just scratched it right there. And last but not least, in the front bed, we have got this compact euonymus shrub. And this little guy only gets 2 feet tall and 1 foot wide. So this is just the perfect size to bring it a little bit closer to the edge of the bed. And I just think this is just gonna add 1 more layer of winter interest in this bed. And I'm all for it. And this is everything that we've got left over from today. The Vanilla Spice Summer Sweets, 2 of the euonymuses, the Serendipity Allium, 3 of the White Wands Veronicas, and the Leading Lady Orchid. I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put all these, so they're just going to hang out here for a while. I may put the Summer Sweet in the big terracotta pot that we harvested the lettuce from and just kind of let it winter over there until I can figure out a more permanent place for it. But I think we knocked out quite a bit today. And I have to say, for not being able to run around like normal and just kind of hobbling around on one foot, I think I got quite a bit accomplished today. I got some things in the ground. We've harvested the mint and the peppers and the lettuce, and we got the plant stands spray painted. So all in all, I'd say that was a pretty productive afternoon. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming along with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.